And we are live. EJ, why don't you give us a formal introduction?
Yo, it's your boy EJ the A&R, along with my co-host, Nightcrawler the Lyrical Menace, and we form the dynamic duo known worldwide as the Untalkables. And we here, y'all, doing what the hell we do another Monday night.
Yeah. What the hell is you doing?
And that ain't me, that's my millions of fans in the background.
Nigga, you stupid.
What it do, what it do, what it do.
Oh man, shit, chilling. We got another episode. Man, uh, this was gonna be a little bit crazy, but we started a little late today because we had some things going on, but we still here. So time frame still gonna get cut off around the same time, but at the end of the day, we still gonna make it do what it do.
Yes, indeed,
So,
yes, indeed.
how was your week today, Mister EJ?
Man, I
I
can't
see you
complain.
having camera difficulties over there.
Yeah, I can't complain. The AC went out, Well, we got that handled real quick, like, cause I live in Florida.
And I know it's hot in a motherfucker out there.
Man, I spent the last 2 days living like a slave.
Oh man, that's not the thing to do. Trust me, I know living in Texas is the same thing.
It's no joke, man. It's no
Hell
joke.
no, you
And
gonna
the funny
realize
thing, though, the funny part about it, it's been cool this whole time. When my
it.
AC broke, 95 degrees. Look at this bullshit.
That's the way that shit happens, man. Cause I know last summer I had to deal with that. The damn AC over here broke down 3 damn times, and they called themselves coming over here to fix it. And 2 times they didn't get the shit right.
Man, listen.
So then this motherfucker for about a week burning the fuck up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what's going on in the world, man? What we taking on? What we tackling tonight?
Man, first off, I want to talk about them damn reporters that call themselves talking shit about Mike Brown. And if you don't know, Mike Brown is the student that graduated with honors and everything else, and he applied to as many colleges as he could apply to, and he got granted acceptance into 20 colleges. And these reporters felt the need to sit there and call him a disgrace for applying to so many colleges.
Wow.
Now, my thing is this, and if you didn't realize, yes, he is black. So let's address the elephant in the room. All right. We all know there's been many of kids, and I know that there was a couple white kids that actually applied to several colleges and got accepted into quite a few. They was all on the news being praised, this, that, and the other. But you take this little black kid who applies to these colleges, fuck his accomplishments. Oh, he accomplished a lot, but they not looking at the accomplishments. They're sitting up here talking about the fact that he applied to multiple colleges and got accepted in the 20, and their complaint is, oh, you can't go to 20 colleges and you're taking away scholarships from other people. Now that it's that and
From
the
good
other.
white kids.
That's basically what they wanted to say, but they didn't say
Yeah.
that.
from
So,
taking them good
yeah,
white kids scholarships away. And
yeah,
but and here's the deal with that though. Um, every kid who has had the option to choose has chosen. It ain't that man's fault that he got options, and it
that's
and it
basically
ain't a
what
knock against him or his parents because each one of those applications costs money. So they didn't do no free shit. They paid out their motherfucking pocket and they got their son in the running for in the competition. That's what they did. They paid for a seat in the race. So because you didn't pay for a seat in the race, or because your car ain't fast as ours is, you can't feel no kind of way about that. And if you do, you should go kill yourself. That was nothing but white people not having a smart white person to talk about. So they felt left out and needed to find a way to feel better about being white.
I mean, I just really and truly just don't understand why is it that if a black person in America is doing something, they spend enough time talking negative about the negative shit that goes on in the black communities. It makes it that much worse when you spend much more time on trying to down talk somebody in the black community that's actually doing something different than what you normally got a stereotype for doing as it is.
Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. You see, they lose their power if we start acting like civilized people. If we get ourselves together and treat each other like human beings, they lose. So they gotta keep us looking at the negative and hide as much of the positive about us as they possibly can. And anybody who disputes that is either a lunatic or a racist. So much positive shit goes on, man, that you hear nothing about. So many good things go on in the black community, and not even just in the black community, just within the black race in America. There's beautiful things that go on, man, as far from technology to education and politics and sports. You know, there's just so much positive you can shed light on, man. And you choose to talk about everything screwed up about us and show everything screwed up, and even like reward people to portray us in a negative fashion.
Yeah.
And yeah, and until we like do something to counteract that, you know, we always gonna have these questions and always have these conversations. Ain't nobody tired yet.
I see there ain't too much about the story about the black man who shames Tesla by inventing an electric car that doesn't need charging.
No,
Nobody said anything about that.
and I wouldn't be surprised if he disappeared. He might disappear.
And you know what? Somebody posted that on Facebook too. Said, "Hope he don't disappear or end up dead somewhere."
Yeah,
Now,
Nikola Tesla disappeared because he came up with the stuff he came up with hundreds of years ago, 100, 200 years ago. That
well,
man came up missing because
let's
of
keep
his
it 100.
ideas
Hold
that we
up. Let's
just
keep it
now
100.
using today.
Hold up. Let's keep it 100. A lot of the slave owners stole their slaves' ideas and made it their own to
Oh,
begin with.
absolutely.
So
You
a
were
lot
born
of
on my plantation, so that's my goddamn idea.
yeah. So a
Yeah,
lot of shit that you're running around here thinking was invented by one particular person was probably created by a black man to begin with.
absolutely.
But
Listen,
people
bro.
don't look at that shit as they don't look at that as, you know what I'm saying, something that benefits them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Uh Me and you had this conversation earlier. And you know, I'm not a big Louis Farrakhan fan. If you know me, heard my shit, this, that, and the other, then you already know I don't pay attention to Louis Farrakhan because of some things that we're not going to discuss at this particular moment. But I did hear when he went off on that news reporter about the reporter claiming that Nigeria, Africa area is one of the most corrupt nations in the world. Left on cat. Let's keep that 100. He said basically, how can you sit up there and say that that's one of the most corrupt when the one that's the most corrupt is the one that we live in?
yes, indeed.
So at the end of the day, you have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? For how many of the black folks that contributed something so major to the to the society in general, how many of them actually got to claim that, you know what I'm saying, that position? or how many of them got something stolen from them that somebody else plagiarizes their own?
Definitely.
You know, there's been a lot of major things that have, you know, been in today's society from the black man that doesn't get no type of recognition whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
But the only thing you want to look at the black man as is a monster.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
that's not what they want to look at him as. That's what they want us to look at each other as. You see, that's how they win in the game. They don't gain anything from us looking at each other for I mean from their standpoint, they have nothing to gain from us being looked at in a negative light. But if we look at ourselves in a negative light, then we never have time to compete with the motherfucker who really got their foot on our neck. So like we think that we're civilized and we're we're far more advanced than we really are as a people. We are not as advanced as we thought we were. We have not gotten over like a lot of the slavery shit and Jim Crow and all of that shit. All of that shit still exists, man. Still right now, it's groups on Facebook and everywhere else, light skin, dark skin, brown skin. You know what the fuck? We all black people. You don't see tan skin, pale white groups, and you don't see this kind of shit in other communities, man. It's us with the dumb shit, man. And long hair, short hair, beard gang, bald gang. We got so many ways to separate ourselves, and we learned that in slavery. We learned that shit in slavery.
well, unfortunately, people don't choose to want to pay attention to that,
Yeah.
and they just don't want to. You know, they want to feel like, hell, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, you might live in a so-called free country, but you people have to realize y'all are not smart enough to figure it out. The same freedom that you sit there and harbor on is the same freedoms that they use to unjustly lock your ass up.
Not even that. You're not free.
But see, that's what I'm telling you.
There is
The
no
same
freedom.
freedoms that you claim you living up under are the same freedoms that they use to unjustly lock your ass up.
Yeah, it ain't even unjustly because
That's
you don't even
all a
know you
step.
locked up. You gotta
It's
know
a
you gotta know you locked up to be locked up unjustly.
yeah.
We don't
Well,
even know we prisoners. We running around here talking about we free.
ain't shit changed.
You
The
can't
only
leave this
difference
bitch.
is
If you free, walk into Canada right now. Walk into Mexico. If you free.
the only difference about the situation is the fact that some white folks are getting caught up with us. Some, you know what I'm saying? Hell, every race is getting caught up with us that's either Latino, uh, some white,
Yeah, white folks
and
too.
all the blacks.
Yeah. The poor people in all communities and all black people. They got us all in one boat.
Basically, if you ain't got the money, you ain't that's what they feel like. If you don't have money, then you are not worthy of being on this earth.
And if you black and you ain't got no money, we need your goddamn kidneys.
Yeah.
We need
We
your
just want your
heart. We
body.
need your lung. Yeah, we need you. You're nothing but parts. You're a part factory. We waiting on you to get
Yeah.
shot in the head. We waiting on you to get shot in the head.
Actually, we ain't gonna wait that long. We just gonna send somebody to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, people don't stop to think. You know, when a person gets killed, they don't let you see the body until it reaches the funeral.
mm-hmm.
Then by that time, they could have been and took every damn part about this motherfucker, even if you didn't register to have be an organ donor.
Yeah,
How you gonna be able to tell them that you know that? I mean, how you gonna be able to prove that this person has his organs? You know what I'm saying? When they bury him, how
exactly.
you gonna prove it? You can't.
And they
You
they
cannot.
making millions of dollars.
Damn right. And the families are gaining no parts of that money.
And
See,
people hate
why
like
everybody's
hell
running around
to
here
see a
talking about hold on, why everybody's running around here talking about saving the dolphins and saving the rainforest and all this other shit? Why don't y'all run around here and talk about saving your family members' body parts?
no, because that don't make no sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense because if you
No,
think
because
about it,
they,
if you
man, how
think
you
about it,
can't prove it? We
hold up.
can't prove it, and all of that.
That's
That's why,
right.
and
But they got
that's why.
organizations like MAD and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They run
Yeah,
around here fighting certain shit. Okay, set up an organization to make sure that you overseeing these damn people that are, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be getting these people's body ready for, you know what I'm saying, to be buried.
yeah,
And the worst time this shit goes on is during autopsies. You need to make sure that somebody's in there to spectate and make sure that this body is completely, you know what I'm saying, as it was all the way through the course.
yeah.
That's a problem. Plain black and period. People need to start taking control. If that's your family member, right? Okay, you supposed to be getting insurance, this, that, and the other. And some families don't even have insurance. But your son, your daughter, your mother, your grandmother, grandfather, father, whatever the case is, they out there making millions off of that body, and you were obtaining not even a dime off of it.
For
But
real,
they want
you
to
gonna
charge
rob me?
you.
At least break bread if you're gonna rob me.
Yeah, but then they want to charge you an arm and a fucking leg to bury your loved one.
Yeah, that's
How
real.
much money does the fucking government need? People have to realize that shit. At the end of the day,
And
people don't realize, okay, to take a motherfucking war for the government and the people to get on the same accord because the government ain't trying to release power and the people ain't doing nothing but sitting back bitching about the power.
now here's the
Bitching ain't
thing.
gonna.
Now this is what I think about that. I think that this country in particular um, is at a crossroads. You know what I'm saying? It's at a real crossroads. Like people who have the power to do the right thing right now have the opportunity and the okay to do so. It's okay to do the right thing right now. Now, whether they take that opportunity or not, I don't know. And what repercussions come for not taking that opportunity, I don't know. But I know the opportunity is out there um, for you to just get up, stand up, and be accountable, man. It's all about everybody being accountable. I don't hold no hatred toward nobody, not even the motherfucking racists. That's why I can support some of the shit I support because business is not an emotional situation. You know what I'm saying? Business and
Yeah,
strategizing, business and war, those are two places where you need to leave your feelings at home because
um,
everything counts in those two situations. Your whole wallet
true.
is concerned when it comes to business, and your life is in concern when it comes to war. So those are two places you can't be emotional. Anywhere
And
else in
those
the
are the
world,
two
it's
things.
okay.
And those are the two things that the government, American government, thrives off of. It thrives off its economy, which is basically money and business, and it thrives off of war, which is what they do every time a new president gets into office. We go into war overseas.
And that should let you know that it's bigger than black and white. It's bigger than police against the people. It's bigger than it all starts at the top. And I'm gonna say again, man, this is why they make the decisions they make because they don't choose to make those decisions with emotions. They make those decisions based on good information and good quality recon. You know what I'm saying? They go
That
put
they
their eyes on the
also do it
situation.
based upon lies. They do
Yeah.
it about based upon
No. I mean, no.
lies.
Now that's the excuse they give us. But I mean, what I'm saying is when they choose to like when they choose to go somewhere and bomb some shit where they know it's good people gonna get hurt, and they just feel like, hey, we got to do it. Or if some like let's say just for instance, some terrorists take over a plane again, they're gonna shoot that shit out the air this time. You know what I'm saying? And they've already set up like those types of parameters where it's okay to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like
I was
they
about to
can
say
do
who's people
shit
that
like
say that
that.
they do it already. There's been
Exactly.
several planes that didn't
Disappear. Disappear.
load up.
Just disappear. No, and
Yeah,
then nothing can disappear on this earth. Nothing can disappear with all the satellites they got up there from all the
Malaysian
countries.
Airlines disappeared.
No, no, we just don't know where they at. Ain't nothing disappear. Don't know airplane disappear. That ain't happened yet in the history of aviation. If you ask the FAA, they'll tell you they've never lost a plane.
They can't find the damn Malaysian airplane.
Yet they'll tell you they never lost a plane.
Mm.
So you do the you do the math on that. You
Like
know
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
they full of lies.
Yeah, you
They
do the
full of
math on
lies.
that. They tell you what they want to tell you, and they understand that your span rather is so short, and your time to investigate and really look into what you're being told is so small that you're really dependent on the person that's delivering the information to you to be righteous, and they're just not. They're just not, man.
Mm.
People who are paid for what they do by conglomerates and somebody, people who do not own their own platform and are giving you any type of a message, are giving you somebody else's message. You cannot give your own message on somebody else's platform. Nobody's gonna come on our station and preach about things we don't approve. You understand?
Hell
Like
nah.
you're not. We never have a devil worshiper radio station. But even though I believe in freedom of speech, and I believe in your right, I don't hate you or dislike you because you do that. But that's just not how I roll. So I wouldn't have any paganistic type, ritualistic type situation going on where I do my business. And that's just that's our personal choice, and we have the right to make that choice because it's our platform. It's ours. And we're only going to, line up with things that we feel like belong under our web. If it don't belong, it ain't going to be here. And that is our discretion. If we were working for somebody else, we don't have that discretion. We have to now watch what we say and be careful about the opinions that we, that we discuss and the topics that we choose to take on. Being that we are our own owners, we don't have that problem. But I can't speak
Nope.
for the Hannitys and I can't speak for these reporters, the CNN reporters, the Fox reporters, the MSNBC reporters, your local news reporters. They're all paid. And let me tell you who's paying them. Turner Media Group. Mr. Ted Turner, the media mogul. He's creating all this news. And he's disseminating the news to all these different people and telling them what to tell you and how to tell you. So if the same motherfucker telling CNN, Fox News, your local news, my local news, everybody local news, what the fuck to say, how could it be real? How could anything about it be real? If the same one person telling all these people who show up on TV every day and swear they hate each other and they reading the same story to you. They all have the same story to tell you.
It all boils down to the same thing. As to there's too many people out here in this world that do a lot of bitching and a lot of griping
Yeah,
about conditions that we live up under. But
but they've
yet
been
still,
conditioned to, bro.
yeah, but see, the thing about it is they do a lot of bitching about it when certain situations happen. But the problem is now one of them motherfuckers want to stand up when it's time to actually do something.
No, because that requires work, man. We don't want to work. You know what they say about us.
Hmm. Yeah, we spend a lot of time, which is the title of this cast podcast right now. We spend a lot of time hating
Yeah,
on the next black person.
yes, indeed.
Okay, everybody just like uh, I've been seeing a lot of big posts and people talking shit about Kanye West and the shit
Yes,
he's going
indeed.
through, or whatever the case is.
And I ride with Kanye. Just for anybody out there, I ride with Kanye because I was supporting Trump before he was. And I
You
don't
know
really
what?
care.
I don't. I don't ride with Kanye because
I
I
ride
don't
with him.
really pay attention to Kanye. I pays no attention to Kanye. But
Hey,
is
but
why
I'm
do we hold on.
yeah.
Why do we as black people choose to hate on another black person or anybody for that nature, but mainly self hatred amongst your own kind? Why hate on the next man because of his opinions and his, what he chooses to like? That's a lot of that goes on within the black community. You're hating on somebody else because they don't have the same opinion you have, or they don't believe like you believe, or they don't do what you do.
Well, I'm gonna give you the answer. It's real simple. The slave master taught us that shit, and we never dropped it. You see, we dropped the chains that was on our arms and on our legs and around our necks, but we ain't dropped the ones on our mind, bro. And even though we was free, we still held these animosities within us somewhere because they couldn't be here today if we didn't have them then. You see what I'm saying? So this is just something that's been festering since we came out of slavery, and we never dealt with it. And until we deal with it, we gonna be doing what we doing, man. Killing each other and just having no regard for each other. We are worth 1.2 billion. Did you see that video I posted with the black banker?
No, I did.
Man, this
The wind
sister was talking about I reposted. She was talking about our spending power as black people. Just the money we spend alone in a year in this country is larger than, like, I want to say, like 75% of the world's countries.
I'm already
So
knowing. That's what I told. That's
but
what I've been speaking for the
but
longest.
check it out. Hold
We
on. Now she
control
said,
this economy.
wait. Now check this out now. She says the reason we still poor and we got all this money going into the system is because the black dollar circulates in the black community for 6 hours.
I believe it.
That means you spend $1 in 6 hours, it's on its way out of the black community to be spent somewhere else.
Damn right.
Now, in the white community, it's around 19 hours. So almost a whole day that money circulates in that community. So different people in that community have made money off that money with that money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Korean community is 29 hours. So that money stay within these people. This is how they creating their wealth, man. That money passed through Korean hands for a whole day and 5 hours before somebody non-Korean touched that money. And I thought that was impressive.
You know why that is? Because in the black neighborhoods, there is no black person that actually owns the business. It's
Now,
always
now, I ain't gonna say
it's
that because where
no,
we at,
listen. The
yeah.
reason I tell you that is because, okay, what corner store is owned by a black person? Zero.
No, no,
What
no,
gas? Hold
no.
on. What gas station is
That's out
owned
there.
by a black person?
Check it out. Let me
Zero.
break it down. Now check it
Hold
out.
on. I'm
Hold
not
on
fit.
now. No, wait. You asking the question, you answer. You didn't give me a chance to answer your questions now.
Actually, I wasn't answering the question. I was basically making a point. But go ahead.
Now, remember when we was in Miami, right there in Paran, when my mother-in-law was living there.
Yeah.
All of that's black owned. Even where we seen Spanish people and Arabs and shit, those are black owned establishments, bro. That
Okay, but
whole hood. But check it.
you
And the
talking
hood
about
is
Miami, dude.
yeah, but
Miami.
check it. But listen though. But here's the deal. But here's the shit though. They still broke. Because that money ain't circulating through the hood. You see what I'm saying? So even the people who got it ain't spending it with more black people. Like that dude could have put a black family in there to run that store, bro. And he brought somebody from outside. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his sister ran that store with him until he retired. So a couple that main store we stopped at, that's been there for like 30 years, man. And it's always been family run. When dude said he was done running it, he didn't trust his sister with it. He didn't trust none of the workers that had been there since he opened the shit. He brought in some fucking Arabs, man,
The
and
point
had
about the
them
matter
do.
is the people that make the money in the black neighborhoods don't spend their money
That's
there
who's
because
not
they don't
spending it.
live.
Exactly. Say that again.
The people that spend that the people that spend the money that get the money in the black neighborhoods, regardless if you work there or you own a business there, those people don't live in that hood in those neighborhoods. So when they spend their
Yeah.
money, the
Now that
money
you're
that
right.
they make, they take it outside of that
Now that I
area.
agree with. Now that I agree with, and I see that like firsthand here in Jacksonville. Um, just the local businesses don't generally want to hire anybody that lives nearby, and I thought that was strange. There were some places that was like almost excluding people even because of their address, the zip code they lived in. If they was, yeah, shit is crazy.
They do that shit all the time. You
Yeah,
get, I mean, even though there's supposed to be laws against against discrimination, the shit goes on daily.
it definitely
And
does.
how can you prove it? How can you,
Yeah,
if you walk up to an establishment and ask for a job and they tell you no, we're not hiring, but then they turn around and you see them hire somebody of a different race up in there, really and truly, how can you really fight that?
yeah,
Because they're gonna come up with some type of excuse. Oh well, um, he didn't have the right qualifications, or this, that, and the other. I mean, and then here's the key thing that these jobs are now doing. You have to have a stable job history.
mm-hmm.
That's targeting people in general to begin with because most young people don't really have a stable job history. So when they get older, what the hell they gonna do?
Yeah. And see, that's the kind of stuff we need to like, but we need to be drilling that. Like they know that they have us hooked on entertainment, and they hook us on entertainment early in life so that we're at least 15, 20 years behind our peers. Like our kids are at least 15, 20 years behind their peers when they get out of school. And if they go to college and decide to go to college and all of that, just we that far behind because we pumping bullshit where they avoid the bullshit. It's certain things that just ain't really accepted, and you know what I'm saying, in their culture that we kind of accept. The main thing is making negative shit cool and what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like we took that to a whole new level. It was one thing when we took our hard times and you know converted them into pleasurous moments and things like that. But when we started making like gang banging cool, somebody made that shit cool to me. You know what I mean? As a youth, somebody made that cool to me. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. And for us to allow that to be perpetuated and not explain that that's incorrect is only harming us because those kids don't need to be out here doing that bull. They need to be somewhere getting an education so they can lead this country in the future and really, give black people a fighting chance to grow. We have to be on the technology tip right now because technology is what the future is at the rate of everything right now. And I just don't see an influx of black children being educated on technology. I don't see it. Yeah, we use it to bullshit and do other things, but it's only a select few that go deep enough to really understand, the potential of what's at your fingertips when you're sitting in front of a computer. 80% of us YouTube, Snapchat, and Facebook, and that's it. And don't even want to look no further.
We're gonna cut to a little small commercial for a hot minute and play this track real quick, and we'll come right back and we're gonna get real deep into the situation and just kick back, chill, and listen to Mr. Ron O'Neal featuring SV Ski, and we'll be right back.
Damn, B, hold up. Hello? Product cooking in the bendo. Product cooking in the bendo. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. I whip it up and rid of them O's. Product cooking in the bendo. Product cooking in the bendo. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. Shit, that product cooking in the bando. Shit, I keep a shoe to keep them hands low. Hop out that Ferrari like I'm Rambo. Say a prayer, your fam gon' have to light some candles. My hand on the work, I should have an office job. And I am the boss, so how you gon' cross the mob? Skeeter O'Neil, now that's what I call a lob. Covered with one of them, that's what I call a prob. I've been scooping bitches in the Lambo. Bitching on my block while I'm the landlord. Pay your fee, that's what I stand for. I play the key, you take shots like the backboard. The day I punched in, I was born on the job. Now the inside guts look like corn on the cob. Food on the plate, guess you the dinner meal. Bowling like Centerfield. Please get this kid a meal. Product cooking in the bendo. Product cooking in the bendo. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. Product cooking in the bendo. Product cooking in the bendo. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's. I whip it up in the pot. I'm getting rid of them O's.
All right. We back. EJ, you there? Well, until EJ gets back. Yeah, man. That's real crazy that the black dollar only in the black neighborhoods for 6 hours.
6 hours, man. 6 hours.
Great. And that's why people say we got to start spending our money in our own communities with our own people.
Yeah.
But at the same rate, our people that we're spending money with need to quit getting so fucking big that hit the same shit that they're doing. The money you make in the same neighborhoods. People want to get rich and move out of the hood instead of making it what you want it to be. Hollywood wasn't built overnight, and it took a series of people to invest in Hollywood to make it what it is. So why you can't invest in the same neighborhood that you grew up in? Why you can't, wasn't the same people that you been dealing with? You got dope dealers on the blocks that's actually making money in those neighborhoods, and not even they are spending the money in the neighborhood. Come on, people. They're moving out of the neighborhood and moving over to another neighborhood. That's not the right scenario, man. It's to build up your neighborhood. Buy property in your neighborhood. Make it black owned. Buy businesses in your neighborhood. Make it black owned. Guess what? You can circulate more money within the hood that way, and maybe people wouldn't be hooping and hollering and crying about not having some type of income. Boy, the people
from
that neck.
People gonna cry anyways, man. People gonna cry anyways, and that's kind of why I.
Well, you can't help everybody.
I feel about and
you can't help everybody.
But
if you think about it, hold on. If you think about this, okay, let's say one family owns the whole neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
He employs everybody in the neighborhood to do some type of work.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, the problem is I've been riding by these people who ain't had nothing going on all this time, and and shit, they ain't found nothing for themselves to do. I want them to work for me. Ain't nobody else hiring them. And that's how we look at each other when we get a little bit of something in the neighborhood. Because that was the biggest problem with like that, just my personal experience with that store. You know, like my people could go in there and get a gig, but just a kid from up the street, man, who might have been a little badass kid as a youth or something, man. Like, hell nah, I ain't hiring you, man. No, you can't work here. you got me all the way messed up. And it's like, wow, you know, you'll bring somebody from way on the other side of the city, man, to do this little job, man, that you could give to somebody right here who, and you rather not. And we got to get over the rather not, man, and get over subconsciously holding each other down, you know, because they don't look at that as holding people down or you know, discouraging or disparaging somebody. They look at that as just, you know, it's my right and I got the right to do it, and that's what I'm gonna do, because we have adopted the ways of the people that oppressed us, man. And every time one of us get a little bit of power, we want to act like we're a slave master or something.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what the problem is. Every time one of us gets some power, we treat everybody else like we're a slave master. And like I hear good people do it, man. Like
I just treat them like that, but also, you know what I'm saying, wanna some of us that obtain power, we choose to try to fuck over the system and the people we were supposed to be helping.
Yeah.
Like that hood dude, what I say his damn name was,
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. You know, he sits up there and this dude bought a $31,000 dining room set. What the hell is you buying a $31,000 dining room when you supposed to be doing what you supposed to be doing to help people, you know what I'm saying, obtain housing from being discriminated.
Wait, slow down. He spent HUD money on a $31,000 dining room set. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Dr. Instead of doing what he was supposed to be doing to help people, again, you know what I'm saying, that was being deprived of adequate housing.
Yeah, the biggest thing was they said he was only looking at 5% of the discrimination cases. Shame on you, Mr. Carson. Shame on you.
They started out at, I think she said, a third, and now they're like 1/10. She said instead of going backwards, instead of going forwards, they're going backwards under him. Yeah, shame on you, very, very seriously. That's the problem that we have within the Black community. Those that get power don't do
this is something I will say though.
They should be doing to help those, you know what I'm saying? I
will speak this though. I will speak in his defense. We have a very bad project here in Jacksonville. It's called Eureka Gardens. And I'm gonna give y'all just a little story on Eureka Gardens. It's a shithole. It's a shithole. Notorious for murders. Notorious for people getting hurt, people getting shot. They discovered maybe 6 years ago that the buildings, the pipes in the building are full of lead, the paint in the buildings were full of lead, and this is what's leading to the violence in that project. Now HUD stepped in. Check this now. Hold on. Let me get wait. Check this out now. This place is owned by a Tennessee church, a white church in Tennessee. That's what I thought was strange first and foremost. A church owning projects. Huh?
That's big money.
Yeah, but a church owning projects? Apartments, duplexes, something like that, I get it. But a church owning projects. I just couldn't wrap my mind around that. Then I looked it up. It's like a really, 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 really redneck church in the middle of like nowhere land, Tennessee.
See, what people have to understand is, okay, they always want to contribute violence and this, that, and the other to project type living, right? Okay, well, think about this. You go to the zoo, you see all these animals in the motherfucking zoo. The ones that's gonna react the wildest are the ones that's in the more fucked up type of environments. If that cage got all type of shit and piss and this, that, and the other, that animal was gonna be ragged, running wild, because it's like, okay, damn it, I'm in a fucked up position right now, and its only obtain is to do something crazy. Okay, that's basically what it is when you put people in projects. You're putting people in an enclosed environment, for one. Two, what you say is full of lead and the rest of this shit. They knew what they was doing when they was building these damn places. Asbestos and the whole fucking 9 yards. You putting people in these fucked up type of environments and then expecting it to be immaculate, or they should be grateful for, you basically letting them live like they lived on a plantation.
And that's all this place is, bro. I'm talking about there are no air conditioners. You got like fans in the window, bro. This is Florida. I'm like, first, who would want to live here? I can't believe you would rather live here than go get a job and pay your rent. That's first. I can't believe you rather live like this than just go get a job, because ain't nothing wrong with you.
Well, again,
you got a job and
a statement already. People are looking at them and not attempting to want to give them one.
No, but some of us can get jobs, man. Like
some of us can, and everybody can use it as an excuse.
Like
everybody
it's mostly the men. It's mostly the men who have the issues with getting jobs. And I'm saying that on the real, because the majority of our female, you can't live in HUD housing and have a felony. So that's first and foremost. So these chicks ain't got no record. So if you ain't handicapped in some kind of a way, you need to have a job. If you don't learn, if you don't know, you need to be somewhere learning. If you don't know, you need to be somewhere learning. Straight up.
But we gotta address the other elephant in the room. Why is it that most black males find it hard to get a job?
I think with the youth, it's because we feel like we could just walk into people's place with our pants sagging and, the goddamn t-shirt on I wore to the club. We don't want to present ourselves in the way. I see a lot of youngsters, man, come to my job in particular. And it's like, bro, how you going to get a job up here like that? Come on, bro. I know you know better than this. Like this, and it's real simple. You could do that after you get the job, but to get the job, you kind of have to conform a little bit. Not saying you got to be no yes man, no yes boy, or no shit like that. But you have to, the basics are the basics, man. You can't go to a job interview in sneakers unless it's a warehouse job. You understand? If you're doing, you have to dress appropriate to what it is you're doing to try to seek these jobs. And a lot of cats
dress one step up from the job that you were applying.
Yeah, man. You're not gonna go to the mechanic shop all oily and shit looking for a motherfucking job. And ain't nobody gonna hire you like that. You know what I'm saying? So just, tone it down, bro. And it's okay to pull your pants up and put a belt on to get a job, bro. It's okay.
The concept of these people running around with their damn pants down any damn way.
You need to put on a dress pants and a dress shirt and be sagging. And it's like, bro, you look like an idiot right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is how these people are looking at you, like an idiot. They're looking at you like you're stupid.
You see the same people. Okay, let's take, for instance, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Your favorite superstar. You see Lil Wayne, if he's in street clothes as far as jeans and the rest of that, he's sagging with his pants below his ass and out of this, that, and the other. But when he put on a tuxedo or a suit, you don't see none of that.
No.
So if you could put on a suit with your pants up on your ass, why the hell you can't put on clothes with your pants on your ass?
Yeah, that's real. Because somebody said that's cool. That's swag. That's swag.
No, that's
I mean,
bad.
I ain't even front. Niggas used to sag, but not like that. My whole ass went hanging out. No shit like that. Fuck wrong with you,
Yeah,
nigga?
no.
Think you advertising? Nigga, think you advertising? Hey
Yeah,
man,
we
what's
was
wrong with your
doing
boy,
it.
man?
This was a
Yeah.
little, it wasn't up on your stomach, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't down to your ankles either.
You nigga got your pants right above your knees around this bitch, man, with a belt on them. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you? I don't understand.
Then I seen some shit where some niggas on Facebook, they took pictures of these motherfuckers, these niggas, got your pants below your ass and got holes all in your drawers.
These jits, man.
Like
It's a
you been
struggle.
sliding across the concrete on your ass.
The struggle is real, man. The struggle is real,
If you
man.
got holes in your drawers, there's no way in hell your ass should be sagging. I'm just telling you this off the top. There is no fucking way you should ever have your pants below your waist if you got holes in your drawers.
Man, I guess we should just be glad they wearing them, man.
Sure. You might as well not be wearing them. Yeah, your pants is below your ass. You basically saying, come insert dick here. It's basically what you saying.
Man, I wish them luck, man. I hope they get it together, man. I hope we get it together as a people, man. We lacking, man. We lacking that because of our own fault. Ain't nobody stopping us now from uniting and getting together and taking care of each other on all levels, man. From the streets to the Supreme Court, man. Every black person in America should be for another black person in America, and we should be taking care of each other, man, and really trying to change our condition, man. Too many youngsters dying, man. Too much stupid shit going on. Too many people in jail, for the right reason. Oh yeah, I want to address that too, man. Listen, if you get shot out here shooting at the police, man, ain't nobody finna, man. Black Lives Matter better sit their ass down. And I seen one where dude was shooting at the cops, and like everybody got all up in the uproar. I'm like, wait, but he was shooting at the cops. Like, what you thought? Like that's somebody was gonna get, if there's a shootout, somebody's gonna die.
Of course.
My problem is with unarmed citizens dying at the hands of the police.
But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who's to say that cop won't run up on somebody that's armed? So that person is supposed to abandon the fact that they got a gun and sit there and deal with some type of brutality and possibly death behind this punk ass cop?
Man, no. The death and all that shit come from not motherfucking using your comprehension, man. Like I said, man, you've been arrested. You had run-ins with the officers of the law, bro, and it never turned into that.
No, but there has been instances.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna pop off.
Trust me,
I mean,
I didn't got my ass whooped. I didn't got my ass whooped by cops. Don't think it hasn't happened.
But what I'm saying is, at the time when it happened, you were living a different life.
Yeah.
Than you live today, and that's the point.
I choose to try to stay out the way.
And check it, and that is what we need to choose. You feel me? The youngsters need to stay out the way. It's because a lot of shit we be doing, if we just wasn't where we was at doing what we was doing, we wouldn't even seen these fools in the first place, man. That'd be somebody else's problem out there, man. Yeah,
in our neighborhoods.
You're right.
The motherfuckers is at your door.
You're right. But if we change how we move in our neighborhoods, if they have nothing to look for, they have no reason to be there. And see, this is where this goes back to these youngsters, bro, and how they want to move and how they want to do things. Listen to me. Just hear me out. Wait. Come on now. You gotta hear me out now. You gotta hear me out before you disagree. Now, the way when I'm gonna just give you this one example. Trapping when you and I came up is not like trapping is today.
Hell no, because you don't trap where you live.
Exactly. That's first and foremost. That's number one. Now, number two, you ain't all on Facebook Live and everywhere else trying to stun. And just because you got a gun, you ain't flashing it all around and pointing it at people and talking about what you, because a nigga said something about you on Instagram.
Half
You see what I'm saying?
Doing that shit. Half these motherfuckers doing that shit wouldn't even bust that motherfucking range.
I agree 100%. But they out here doing it. And all of that shit brings all of this tension. Because if you don't think people snitching on you, you're crazy. The police ain't got to stumble on it. People will report you, man.
They watching it.
They don't even have to be watching. Somebody will send them the link to your live feed. Because that's how people is, man. Because it's people who hate to see people getting money. So if you out there and you thugging or whatever,
but you still have racist cops.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the deal. But here's the deal. Check it out.
Hold on. Listen to you now. Listen to me now. Listen to me now. That have gotten beat up, shot, killed, or whatever the case is, those people wasn't doing anything to anybody.
Yeah, no.
They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And people do not believe that police pull you over just because they want to see who's in the car.
Definitely. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When they want to see what's wrong, because I can report that it's a legal stop tomorrow without an incident. You hear where I'm going?
Yeah, okay. You didn't see the report that I posted up where, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of places, and they did this report right there in your neck of the woods in Florida, in the major police stations, and there was only 3 of them that they could actually get a paperwork to file against a police officer. That goes on throughout the country.
Yeah,
you can go to any police station, and you're not going to find a way to even report that officer. I've tried.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Man, you call it, listen, man, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Even if you have to call 911, let me tell you, anybody who wants to file a report, you dial 911, report a non-emergency. And when that officer gets there, refuse to talk to that officer and request a sergeant immediately.
It's not gonna do no good if the sergeant ain't gonna go no further than that.
No. If you can't get the sergeant, then man, you gotta go, man. You gotta go for what you want. It's on how you want it. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, you can do it. But no, ain't nothing easy for us. You black, ain't nothing easy for you. And we gotta get that out of our head, expecting shit to be easy for us, because ain't nothing gonna be easy for us. Was slavery easy? What you think
nope.
If slavery wasn't easy, how could anything else they have for you be easy? How?
But that's why I said. That's why I said at the end of the day, you know, you talking about somebody busting at cops. That's what it's gonna. I'm sorry, but that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take.
I think. Yeah.
It's going to take for the communities to band together against these police officers. Stop watching and start helping, because it's one thing if that person did something wrong, but they still shouldn't get their ass whooped behind it.
You're right. But here's where the ass whooping comes in, bro. For instance, a little girl, these kids don't think anybody has authority. They you know what I'm saying? Like when authority is speaking to you, you have to respect authority, man. That's just the laws of the land, man. It's designed that way for a reason. And people who, you know, just for no apparent reason rebel against that authority, it's kind of an issue as far as the law is concerned.
It's not rebelling, EJ.
And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Wait. This is what I'm saying. Once they're in your face, bro, they have authority over that situation. If they
No,
have
the hell they
stopped you,
don't.
if they have stopped you, if they have stopped you, if they have stopped you, they have stopped you. If you pull your car, why you pull your car over if they ain't got no authority?
Okay, you are supposed to stop if they
Why?
pull you over.
Because they have the authority to stop you.
Okay,
That's why.
But watch this. Just because they have a right to stop you, they have to have a reason to do such. Now, you pull over to find out what the reason is. Past that point, they come up with bullshit. That's where people start rebelling, because if you know you've done nothing wrong, why are you
But
being
here's the thing.
harassed?
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. That's not a court of law. That is an argument that belongs in a court of law. That's not an argument to have with a police officer, because he is in no way, he's there to uphold the law as he understands it. The judge is there to determine the law and figure out who was right and who was wrong in this situation.
Okay,
so we got to stop trying to get justice.
Not true. Watch this, because I posted this on Facebook because I wanted people to realize citizens may resist unlawful arrest.
Yeah, I see that. I've seen that. But here's the thing. What is an unlawful arrest? What is an unlawful arrest?
Let me finish reading this, EJ, before we get into the questions, because people have to hear this. Those that are listening to the show need to hear this if they haven't seen it. Citizens may resist unlawful arrest to the point of taking and arresting officer's life if necessary. That is Plummer versus the state. 136 IND 306. Okay, this premise was upheld by the Supreme Court of the United States in this case. John Bad Elk versus US 177 US 529. The court stated, where the officer is killed in the course of disorder, which naturally accompanies an attempted arrest that is resisted, the law looks with very different eyes upon this transaction, when the officer had the right to make the arrest from what it does if the officer had no right. So therefore, again, people are exercising their rights to try to fight against these police and these fucked up unlawful arrests, and they're doing it without violence and getting killed.
When is it unlawful?
When is it unlawful? When you've done nothing. When you've done nothing. You walking down the street doesn't give you the right to be harassed, pulled over, thrown on the car, stomped in the head.
That's not how that happens. That's not how that happens. I never seen the cops just jump out of the car and smash a nigga. Just jump out. Listen, I never seen a person just walking down the street and a cop just randomly say, "Hey, I'm gonna beat his ass today." That's not how it happens, man.
Bullshit.
And that's not how it happens, man.
Bullshit. There's been cases where, hold on. There's been, how about these mistaken identity?
That is not now, but something still has occurred. Something still has occurred. Mistaken identity. And random people
find out the real reason. You can't just go jumping on people in their ass and you don't even know that's the person or not.
They doing it. What you mean they can't? They doing it. Now, this is what I'm saying is, because the majority of this shit is not just jump out and beat somebody's ass. It's always some type of conversation or some type of, information being relayed or passed between people, man. That's all I'm saying. And based on that exchange is where shit escalate and where shit goes bad, man. With a lot of this stuff, man. And it don't have to go bad, man.
Where the cop escalates the situation before the person.
Listen, man, cops don't want it to escalate with me, bro. If I don't, you're in control of yourself, bro. You have to control you. You have to control you. It's about self-control, man. It's about self-control.
One of the ones unless you talk to them a certain way. Now, let's keep it 100.
It's about self-control. You talk to him like
if a
listen. You talk to him exactly how you talking to anybody, any other adult you respect. Same shit. We feel like it's something wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with respect and authority.
That's where you
It's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, man. Because listen, man. Listen, I seen a little girl get drugged, man. But you okay. No. I done held up like 8 times tonight. Listen to me, bro.
I've seen the videos.
Fuck them videos, bro. You haven't, but those videos, you're seeing a reaction. You're not seeing a crime being committed first and the police being called. You're not seeing all of that.
You're not paying attention to what I'm saying. I'm telling you about the videos where the people sitting up here and they're talking to the phone, just like a regular conversation. And I sit back and watch the police officer get uproared because this person knows the law.
Listen, okay, but check this out. Check this out. I slap the shit out of nigga if I was a motherfucking cop and you and I pull you over and we sitting here battling the motherfucking law. Because that's not what I pulled you over to motherfucking do. I got a goddamn job to do. And our problem is we want to be fucking philosophical and all this shit when you need to be getting on about your motherfucking business, man. Sometimes your motherfucking mouth write a check your ass can't cash, man. Them boys ain't no fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like you be playing with high heads. Not if he'll shoot your ass. He ain't.
He's still a fuck nigga.
He ain't. Yeah,
he's still a fuck
that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. But
if I got my pull the trigger, and I got to fear for my life, guess what's going to happen?
A fuck nigga won't pull the trigger. So what I'm saying is, anybody who will pull a trigger, you need to respect. Anybody who got a trigger to pull, you need to respect. If you ain't got one to pull and you ain't got it up ready to bust, you need to respect that situation and save your life. It's that easy. It's that easy, man. It ain't got to be no rough situation. My right is this here and my right is that and this and that. The problem is, I think a lot of this come from a bunch of punks who scared to go to jail. That's what I think a lot of it is.
See, that's your right. That's your right.
I think you scared to go to jail. And you so scared to go to jail that you talk.
Challenge the damn authority. All they did was ask a question, and they get brought also because they asked a question. Man.
But check it though, because it's a time and a season for everything under the sun, bro. Sometimes it ain't about no talking. Sometimes an officer stop you and that motherfucker ain't your friend. Then some of them want to talk. You got to gauge the situation you in, man, and treat it accordingly, man. You can't treat every situation the same. You cannot. You just can't, bro. You can't treat every situation the same, bro. And you got to be very, very, very deliberate with them fucks. White, black, whatever. A cop is a cop, man. And you gotta move a certain way, man. If you're out there doing dirt, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take that when they come arrest you, bro. You gotta take that. Of
course, if you're doing dirt, ain't nobody ever disagree with that shit.
But here's the thing.
We're not talking about the ones out there doing dirt. We talking about the ones like Fidel Castro, the dude that was in the damn car. He obeyed every damn thing the cop said. He didn't get crunk with that damn cop.
Yeah,
he didn't do a damn thing. This man got shot 7 times in his chest.
Yeah, he absolutely did. Nightcrawler. I don't dispute that one bit. I didn't say that cop was right either.
No, I'm just telling you to dispute what you sit up here talking about. Like it ain't just like they didn't just pick innocent people.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, check it out though. This is what I'm saying. You discern who running up on you, bro. You got to look at you know when somebody's in fear. You know when somebody's spooked. You know all of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no and you have to gauge it and you have to handle it that way, bro. With these cops, unfortunately, that's what you have to do. But is it worth? Okay. Well, I tell you what.
The old man. The old man was laying in the middle of the street that was helping the disabled boy.
That's
he
what
did every damn thing he was doing. Got shot.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. He didn't shut the fuck up. Shut up. Bro.
He wasn't saying nothing.
Shut up. He was trying to plead his case. And that was too much. That was too much because they said lay your ass down. That was
Get
too
off.
much.
Yeah,
That was
that
too
bull-
much. It's a gun pointed at you, and they scared as hell. They scared.
Okay, and he had a job to do, which was
They
protect
scared.
that kid.
They scared, and he got shot for his job. So well done. Well done, sir.
Again,
Got for your
like
job.
I
So well
said,
done.
at the end of the day, you got people out
done.
here
You're a
that
hero.
aren't a danger in any way, shape,
You're a hero.
fashion, or form that get
Yeah.
shot, and
Yeah,
they ain't
you're
even
right.
challenging the fucking authority. They're
Yeah,
not
you're
even
right.
challenging the
You're absolutely
authority.
right. And I don't disagree with that. That's not what I'm disagreeing with. That's not the part I'm discussing. That has nothing to
Okay,
do with me.
but you cannot sit there and just discuss half of the situation.
I'm
You gotta
discussing the
discuss
part.
it
I'm
all.
discussing the part that's gonna save somebody's life.
Okay,
And I'm
in some
telling you that.
cases, I will agree with
And
you.
I'm telling you
Some
that.
people need to shut the fuck up.
And
I
this
agree
is
with
the
you.
problem.
Some
You
people
be out here
need to shut the fuck up.
trying to just recite what you heard on YouTube, and sometimes these you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cops be beating people ass because they have a bad day. They wife cheat on them too. You know what I'm saying? They kids go out and break the law and do dumb shit too, and run away just like everybody else kids do, man. Them people have problems just like everyone else, and sometimes your shit just be the shit that push somebody over, man. No different from your dog in the hood.
Unfortunately,
who's a
they're
hothead,
dealing with the
who's a
public. If you
hothead. Yeah, you're
if
right.
you
You're right. You're right.
you
You're absolutely
cannot
right.
control
But
yourself,
you can say that.
then you need to
but
find a
you
different
can say
job.
that. You can say that, but it can happen to anybody.
Okay, but we sit
Preacher
there
had
and
enough.
we have
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on.
Because
We
no
sit
man
there
is
and deal
perfect.
with people
Because no man is perfect.
restaurant business. Okay, somebody in the restaurant business might have a
Yeah.
fucking bad day, and they
Yep.
come to work, and somebody say something, and they pop
Yep.
off, and they lose their fucking job behind it. Why
You're
is it
absolutely right.
why is it not the same with that
You're
situation?
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because if you have any wrong in the situation, they're going to work with their officer. When you have no wrong in the situation and you can talk for yourself, they gotta go.
Sorry, they're going to find a way
gotta
to make
go.
you wrong. They're going to find a
brother.
way to make you wrong. That's
Mm-mm,
why
brother.
they take so long to release the footage, because by the
Justice
time they
work.
release the
They
footage,
just don't want
they
you to know
already
the word.
came up with an excuse as to why that person was wrong.
Well,
Look at what they did. Like I said, look at what they did to Fidel Castro. This dude didn't do nothing.
No, he
He didn't
didn't.
have no background.
He didn't.
But
didn't.
yet and still, they went through this man's whole background to try to sit back and try to pin him on something. The school teacher that got killed, the same damn thing. This man was a fucking teacher.
Yeah.
So again, it doesn't make a difference whether you right, wrong, or in fucking
It does,
between.
man. It does, because that's not the norm, bro. There's no trend of that.
Because in the black community,
the trend is what the trend is.
Guess what?
Is they're called out to a situation.
The black community is different. You have some people that actually do work and do something, you know what I'm saying, productive. You got some people that really and truly just lounge around and do absolutely nothing at all. Whether it's work,
different. Yeah, that's everybody.
Hold on. And then you got people that are actually out there hustling and, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
That's everybody.
Understandable. But everybody's not the ones that's a target.
Yeah, they are. You crazy as hell.
Everybody is not the ones that's a target. It's always the people in the middle.
Go look at the numbers and prove it. Go look up the numbers and prove it. The numbers say different, brother. But it's white people in that mix too.
Hold on. Okay. So you're gonna tell me to go look at a statistic list of what they deem is this, that, and the other that they drummed
I'm telling
up,
you,
right?
if you look at the data, well, where else you gonna get the data from?
Again, I'm damn sure not taking their damn word. I wouldn't take the government's word on a motherfucking thing, because hell, I know for 41 motherfucking years the government is full of shit and lie about every damn thing. It's okay for them to lie to us, but if we lie to them, we got to do the time behind it. It's okay for them to kill us, but we can't kill them, or we gonna do the time behind it. It's okay for them to lock our asses up, but
if for some reason a police officer just randomly assaulting you, yeah, do what you got to do to save yourself. But if they have turned on their lights and stopped you, don't you go and don't you do no stupid shit, because
Follow the law.
you're being
Follow the
temporarily
law.
detained at that point. When them lights come on, you are at that point. At the point you stop your car, you are now being temporarily detained. You
Follow the
cannot
law.
be playing with them people.
Follow the law, whatever he has to say, until it gets to the point where he's going overboard with the situation.
But what's overboard? You got to define that. What's overboard?
When he gets to the point where he's either whooping your ass or, you know what I'm saying, some other shit like that.
Because
whether he's
people
being
feel like, oh, he's trying to give me a ticket. He ain't have to give me no ticket. He ain't have to give me a ticket. He been over excessive.
If you fighting over a fucking ticket, you dumb as hell any damn way.
Listen though, this is what's going on though, bro. And this is the shit I'm talking about. Motherfucker won't just take the ticket and go. Now you running your mouth. Now he's snatching your ass out the car because you talking crazy about a fucking ticket, man. You could have just took in hard ass, man.
Really and truly doesn't make a difference whether motherfucker talk shit or not. That officer has a job to do. Just because the motherfucker talking shit is supposed to be a free country, that motherfucker say whatever the fuck you want to say. There shouldn't be
go, man.
That cop, unless that motherfucker sitting up.
But listen, man, the laws. But here's what the law says. Now that's what you say. But there are laws on the book against using certain words against the law officer of the law, and they can be charged, and they will charge you as an assault on a Leo, bro, for words that come out of your mouth. Boy, you go look up the law. Go look it up. Go look up the law. Go look up assault on the Leo and go look up the laws in your state for assault on a police officer and see don't it extend the fucking words, bro. That's how smooth they are with this shit, bro. They smooth with what they do, man. They really smooth. And certain words you say, bro, in the manner in which you say them, they can take that shit, man, and escalate it, man. And motherfuckers just be talking crazy. It's like, man, no, don't do that shit, bro. That shit ain't worth it, man. Take your ticket and go, man. Fight that shit, man.
I agree with that particular portion.
Take it. And I think a lot of people who don't need to be in a situation get in a situation. And man, you ain't had to stop me, man. And all this here, man. You know, like now I feel some kind of way. Cause just like I'm saying, they men just like you and me, man, bro. And if you working somewhere, bro, and you telling me I can't use that bathroom right there, bro, because your boss told me that's your job to make sure nobody goes in that bathroom, bro, you gonna feel disrespected by me if I be trying to push you around to get in that fucking bathroom. You understand? Like that's just, come on now, we men. And I think we not looking at these people as human beings who hold a gun too. Yeah, they cops, but they still human beings, man. And they got egos and they got pride just like we got, man. And you know, it's wrong. Yeah, they're in a role where they shouldn't have those things, but they are still men and women. When the badge come off, they got to go home and kiss their wife and love their kids like we got to kiss our wives and love our kids. You know, like
yeah, but the fact of the matter is they get to go home every night and they choose to keep other people from going home, whether they either killing them or locking them up.
Yep, but you got to think when they leave the motherfucking office, when they leave the locker room and put on that uniform and jump in that car, bro, they ride around the places where they hate it. They're hated by everyone they encounter just about all day, every day.
They're hated in the areas that they live in.
They're hated, but they're hated in the areas they do work in, though.
But you will never see them in those neighborhoods unless they got that badge on.
Exactly.
I've seen cops work in one county and live 2 counties over.
Yeah, but that's because they don't want to have to deal with their fucking neighbors. Listen, man, white people ignorant as hell too. You know what I'm saying? And your neighbors coming to your house talking about, you know, arrest this motherfucker or this guy's breaking them. You know, you don't want that. You don't want to live in that shit. You don't want to live where you motherfucking work at, man, because it's just shitty. You got to work all the time. Fuck that. So I get them, but it's not helping those situations. So being that they got people who not from our hoods, in our hoods, man, and all they see on TV is niggas getting wild. All they see in the news is niggas going ham. All they see on MTV, YouTube, and everywhere else, music videos, shit, young niggas going wild. All they see on World Star, young niggas going wild. You know what I'm saying? So when they actually encounter one, they already got all this scared ass fear shit in their motherfucking head, man. Them people scared of us, bro. You know why?
At the end
Because and wait, let me finish. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought, bro. Let me finish my thought, bro. They scared of us because of what they have done to us in the past. You see what I'm saying? So you got to compound that onto it as well. So it's a human being, so who trying to come out here and do the right thing, but he got problems. He got a wife. He got bills and shit, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He get jealous, he get envious, he get proud, and got an ego just like everybody else. Now, on top of that shit, you go to a job where you motherfucking hate it like you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker case, motherfucker kill your ass if they could. I kill your motherfucking ass if I could. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talk to you like that and shit. You know how it is out there, bro. We got niggas who just totally don't give a fuck by the police officer, bro. I know I do. And I'm sure you do too. You know what I mean? And
I really don't give a fuck about them.
and they wasn't. And no. I mean, you got homeboys who really don't give a fuck about the police officer. I mean, homeboys who
I'm the main one. I am that one.
no,
that
I'm talking about the one
about a
who
police officer.
I'm talking about where I'm from. Niggas jump out and beat the shit out the police. You hear what I'm saying? Like just off rip, off GP, nigga who, oh, that nigga the police right there. I'm finna go split him. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, oh, you ain't got
Bro, I
your
got
badge on
dudes
today.
like that, but you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm talking about them hitters out there who don't have
Yeah.
no respect for
But
no
that's-
uniform or
That's not
nothing else
that's
or
not
no
respect.
prison
You don't
time.
have respect for people who out there doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just stupid.
Exactly.
Like I said, I don't advocate killing cops. I don't advocate beating on cops, fighting on cops, whatever reason. But I do advocate protecting yourself by any means necessary.
And
Don't
I'm just
just
saying,
ass whooping.
no, but that start with know that protecting yourself start with your conversation. You understand? Don't always look for your physical tools to fight a war. You can fight a war with your mind, man. And I that's something I learned as an adult. I learned how to fight with my mind as an adult. And I do way more damage, you know, all the shooting, all the fighting, all that shit. I do way more damage with my mind than I've ever done in any other situation. So I think that's the key. Learn how to think. When you think like a boss, man, and you handle yourself like a boss, people respect you like a boss. You know what I'm saying? You can't be talking to no grown ass man like we in a hip hop video. A grown ass man, just you gotta be able to say who you are and what you're trying to get across. You know, man, my nigga, man, and no. That's not no way to that's not no way to represent yourself when you are called to represent yourself. Put the best you forward, even if even if you know what I'm saying. I had homeboys who were some of the dirtiest criminals on the block. But when the cops stopped them, they were extremely polite gentlemen. You understand? And it wasn't about being a fuck nigga. It wasn't about being scared or nothing else. It was about avoiding a problem that I really don't want right now. You know what I'm saying? And if I can give you no reason in the world to, feel no way about me, I'm going to do that. Yes, sir. You know, whatever you need. Do whatever you got to do. What you want to search this bitch? Go right ahead, man. Ain't no stress.
No, I ain't letting him search my
I'm
shit.
just going. I'm just going. I'm just going. I'm just going. But when you come from a town where they gonna snatch your ass out and do it either way, man, go and get that shit over with, bro.
No, I'm not finna
Go and
let
get that shit over with.
my shit.
He's a 4-time felon, known for having goddamn illegal guns and trafficking dope. They stopped that nigga. They going through the car.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They stop him, they going through the automobile. They don't give a damn. Like, bro, we going through the car. And you know, that's how he had to, you know, because of what I've done, I kind of have to, you know, I gotta humble myself a little bit. And it's okay. If that's gonna keep me out of jail and keep me, you know, from going through any adversity, man. We in this to not go through adversity, man. So whatever stops you from going through the adversity, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying sacrifice your manhood, sacrifice your pride for nobody else. I'm saying humble yourself to come back home to your family, man. Because that's what matters. The rest of that junk don't matter, man. Being able to come, oh, a cop punked me yesterday, or a cop killed you yesterday. I prefer the first one, man. And
All right. Well,
I'm just saying,
with
you
that
know,
being said, we coming to the end of the show tonight. Of course, me and you never see eye to eye.
man, you know that's how it go, bro. That's what make it
Hey,
the Untalkables, man.
already. You
And
know what I'm
man, real
saying?
quick, bro, shout out to Miss Twisted, man, and Baby Swag and Rico Remy, Belafonte. Shout out to Boss Radio Entertainment, 4E Radio, Mr.
Shout out
Philip
to O.
Anthony. Yeah, definitely shout out to my brother Orlando Charles coming home finally, you know, after being held for damn near 6 months on a charge that he did not commit. They finally have agreed to let that man come home and get on with his life. We can't wait to
Shout
bring y'all that story. That story will definitely be told here live on Untalkables Radio as soon as the brother gets his freedom back.
out
Man,
the black guy.
yes, indeed. Shout out to Indie Nation, Indie Nation blog, Indie Nation, Indie Speaks. My man Anthony and Jason, you know, we building a beautiful relationship together here on Talkables Radio, Indie Nation. 2018, we told y'all we was powering up and doing it big. We here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We moving big. We just gonna leave it right there for right now. We preparing some things to hit y'all in the head with,
Make
and
sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
definitely go subscribe to the YouTube channel and go to your Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and go get the Untalkables Radio app. So you can always be plugged in and tuned in. If you can't watch us, you can at least listen while you do what you do, man. We're going to keep it lit every Monday and Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. And it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's what that is. You already know who it is. I'm Nightcrawler. It's EJ the A&R.
Yes, sir.
And you already know what we do. We the Untalkables. And this is what that is. So
Yes, indeed.
make sure you check us out Thursday where we'll be popping off with some more topics. We'll get at you. We out of this camp.
And we out.